Now, there are many ways that you can dehumanize a person. Dehumanizing a person is not always in the way to where you basically degrade the person in such a socially constructed predisposition. You can dehumanize people coming at it from a positive predisposition. For example, putting people on a pedestal can be a simple case of dehumanizing them. Now you might think, well, if I'm putting someone on a pedestal, I'm giving them high praise. I mean, I'm not dehumanizing them. No. You can respect a person. You can honor a person. A person can reach a certain level of caliber and respect. But you never put a person on a pedestal as if that person is worthy of worship. Say like they would do a movie star or a professional musician, like a pop singer or a hip-hop artist. Anyone. A professional athlete. You can dehumanize people. Like the situation with Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson, for example, he was considered the king of pop. People love Michael Jackson, the star. I mean, Michael Jackson had such a fan base. You can see people would see him on the stage. Girls would scream. The passing now. You would see people being carried out on the stretcher for fainting or injuring themselves. Over the excitement of Michael Jackson. They're being taken off the stretcher. They're saying, Michael, Michael, Michael. And you think to yourself, wow, Michael is being worshipped like a god. And he is. But at the same time, Michael is being dehumanized. Because when Michael Jackson was not performing on the stage, when Michael Jackson was just functioning in society, this is one thing what particularly drove Michael Jackson to such madness. He was already a mentally unstable individual, given his childhood and his mental disorder to begin with, as I explained in the video before. But given just the amount of, he couldn't go to a movie theater without being hassled by fans. The grocery store, he couldn't go anywhere without being hassled by fans. Michael Jackson, everybody was always screaming. He couldn't be just a normal functioning human being. I mean, it's okay. Michael Jackson didn't mind when he would be performing on a stage or a tour. The fans can say, Michael Jackson, wow, they can scream, they can worship, that's fine. But when Michael Jackson was not performing, he just wanted to be a human being. He just wanted to be normal like anyone else. He ended up hating being the king of pop. In one element, he loved being the king of pop because it's not. But in another element, he actually hated. He wished he was never rich and famous at one point. He wished he could just grow up being a normal human being, because all that fame, all that drove him even to more madness. You understand? Which unfortunately kind of led to his death, regardless of that accident. But Michael Jackson is just many examples. Like when they do celebrities, celebrities get followed by the paparazzi. People always, trying to talk, they're just people. I understand you see a celebrity, you see somebody on TV, it's exciting and everything, but understand, they're only human beings. Just because somebody gets on the camera and you see them perform a character in some play and they become famous, it doesn't mean they become superhuman or inhuman. They piss like you. They shit like you. They fucking die like you. They get old like you. They're weak. They're pathetic like you. They're no different. They say something, they make a comment, something, people make a big deal. Oh, no matter how stupid they are. Kim Kardashian can make a comment about something and they'll make a big deal about how stupid their comment she made. You can have a major disaster similar to something to the caliber of Chernobyl. You can have that happen in the world, like a major earthquake or something going on majorly. on the news where it's their catastrophe, but then they'll then transfer over to the entertainment section, and they'll talk about what dress Kim Kardashian is wearing, or what celebrity this is dating. Like, what the hell? That is, in a sense, is dehumanizing people when they make a big deal out of Kim Kardashian and what she says. You know, I understand she's a celebrity, but at the same time, it's dehumanizing her. Mike Tyson is another example. Mike Tyson would say, you know, when he was rich and famous, he became this major, like, famous heavyweight boxer. Mike Tyson is another example. You understand, when Mike Tyson, when he was at the height of his popularity, when he was rich and famous, Mike Tyson would tell the press every time, "I'm a street guy. I was raised on the street. I was not raised in a stable home." His trainer, Cus Amato, he the one who saved his life. He the one who made him who he is. And when Mike Tyson was getting in trouble, when he was out of whack, people kept laughing, mocking him, and saying, "Mike Tyson, why are you doing this?" And Mike Tyson was saying, "I'm just a street guy." You understand? Just because Mike Tyson became rich and famous, all of a sudden he no longer that street guy. They make a big deal out of it. But he was always that street guy. He was always that lost man. But they never let up on Mike Tyson because he was a celebrity. You understand that's in a way, that's dehumanizing people. When a man puts a beautiful woman or a good-looking woman on the pedestal, wow, she's so hot, she's so this and that, and you know, man, I'll bow to her, out to get to be with her. You know, you're not praising that woman. You're not giving her respect as a woman. You're actually objectifying that woman. This whole the whole simp culture, or I call it, it's like a beta male culture where black men say where they put women on a pedestal. Or I'm going to say, I don't like saying the word pussy, but they want to put pussy on a pedestal as they make the woman as she, like, I'm going to submit myself. I'm going to lower myself, make myself unequally yoked to her just so I can get between her legs. That is not only you are dehumanizing her, but you are objectifying her. That's still a form of objectifying the woman, even though you're trying to make it in a sense as if you're putting her on a pedestal. No, you're not putting the woman on a pedestal. You're putting her vagina on a pedestal, and it's all about the sex. It's not even about her. You're dehumanizing her. It's not always what Hitler and the Nazis did with the Jewish people, or what old America did with black people. You know, when they made this social construct of blacks being socially inferior or genetically inferior. It's not always dehumanizing in that way. You can dehumanize in both the opposite way. Dehumanizing can come in many forms.